The Jungle Book from Modern Theatricals is coming back to the Dr. Phillips Center. I'm New Six producer Brooke Savage. I have Helen Tom here. She plays Mora the Peacock in the show, and I also have Donald Spencer. He's the director. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Brooke. Thank you.
Yeah, so first tell us all about this show, because I know it's not your typical Jungle Book story.
Yes, so the show is a sequel to the original product, and we've extended the story, we've added new characters, we've added circus art to the show, and also lavish costumes and big giant puppets. Yeah. So we've added to the story.
Yeah, and tell us about your character.
Well, I play Mora the Peacock. Mora is fun-loving, adventurous. She's a bit of a diva. She believes that everything is surrounding her world, but as she enters the jungle, she begins to change. She finds a purpose in the jungle, and at first the characters are not so accepting of her, but eventually they all come to love her.
And is Mora one of the new characters you were just talking about?
Yes, so in the story books, Mor is a male peacock, and we've changed it to Mora, and we've created this whole new character with her, and it's a really wonderful addition to the story. And there's a lot that happens with her character in the show, so it's really cool to see what happens at the end with her.
Yes, without giving it away.
Yeah, we don't want to give it away.
Well, like I mentioned, the show is returning. How is this year different from last year?
A lot more enhancements. We have giant drops. We have new projections. They were projections in the original, but this is even more costumes, updated scripts. We've just changed and enhanced little things here and there. But it's still the same show that everyone loved from last year as well.
Yes, just in an elevated level, I would say.
Way,
yes, the music is stunning. There's new dance routines, new scenes even. We have new scenes this year, and it's something that cannot be missed. It's beautiful.
Wow. So since you say everything is elevated and you're getting new scenes, talk to us about the ending of the last show and when you guys started picking things back up and what you've been working on.
So we ended last September, and we started working immediately 3 months after, just relooking at the script, finding things that we wanted to update and change, and then we started back in January and really starting to cast in February and then go into the whole process in July. We started rehearsals again in July. But we've been planning this thing and designing new things since January.
Yeah, super excited about all the new things to come. It's just going to be beautiful.
The new singer, the new drummer. We have a drummer, like a live drummer, and it just changes the whole elevation of the show as well.
Live vocals. The drums are amazing, amazing.
Wow, that is incredible. Was that part of the original plan to bring the show back?
No, it was normally Modern Theatricals, we do original productions, and then we do them one run, and then we go on to the next creation. But this one was well-loved, and a lot of people were like, I wish I would have known what this was, the full concept, because then they would have brought their families or whatnot. So we had a lot of people that were very interested in seeing it again or bringing other people, and we were asked by the Phillips to definitely return the product. So we're very, very thankful to have another go at it and allow it to be seen by other people.
Absolutely.
And for you, since you're playing the same character but with new scenes, does it feel like you're diving back in, or you didn't miss a beat? What is that like?
I feel like in some aspects it is like returning to someone I love, to Mora. But at the same time, the new scenes bring another element to the story and provide more background on the story and a whole new perspective. It's amazing. I love it. I love the new changes. I really love the immersiveness of what's to come that the additions are going to bring.
Wow. And you mentioned it a little bit. What is some of the feedback you got last year?
Well, we were culturally appropriate. That was a big thing for me. I wanted to make sure that it followed the culture, and it did. It did it right. And we pulled a lot from the designs of the costumes, from just the music style, and then it was a lot of wonderful feedback of oh my gosh, the giant puppets, just the visual of it all. They were very taken back by how stunning the product was.
Yes.
And we're just very proud of it. And I wanted to bring up that the show was designed, created, and all of the products were created by Florida artisans and local artisans. And it's something to be very proud of, that we have that kind of talent in this city. And it's a love letter to Orlando to show them what we have, including the cast. So it's just a really cool show to see all of this in one, and you don't rarely see it in a local production.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I would say too, having, bringing the show back for the second time, mm-hmm. and with a new cast as well, it adds that excitement. It's fresh and it's new again, even though there are changes, but a lot of the story is being revisited with the new cast. It just has this feel of freshness, mm-hmm. to it.
Yes, and I really do appreciate the art scene here. I always feel like there's something new and different to experience, mm-hmm. and you guys are some of the people bringing it here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
And we're happy that there's multiple people out there that does that, and then also people like you that support
Yes.
it. We need the support in the arts.
Absolutely.
And I've heard so many things about Orlando also just being a great place to have an artist career here, or mm-hmm. even like a jumping off point for some people.
100%. There's a few performers that just moved here, and they've their career has already skyrocketed in the area. But it's cool to see just how much our area has to offer for them, and
Yes.
and they're able to make a living off of it, not just not just for fun or for an extracurricular activity. It's
Yes.
actually a living, so it's good.
Yeah, with having Disney and Universal, and now with Epic coming in, it has created a lot of opportunity for performers, and we're grateful for that. We both come from that background, so it's nice though to get out and do something different, and that's what, for me at least, that's what I feel like Donald shows bring. And they challenge me to do something that I'm not so comfortable with all the time, and it's a learning process, and I really enjoy it.
Wow, I love to hear that. Okay, so this gives me a perfect segue. You mentioned your background, so tell us where you're from and how you got into theater.
Yes, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and then I moved here for college, and from there I moved into the theme park world. So I was doing performing there, and then starting to do creative, moved into the creative stuff, like creating new immersive environment attractions there, and worked with Universal as well. So that's my I was there for 10 to 15 years and doing all of that, and it's a wonderful memory that we have, and we met that way.
Yes. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and I've been here over 20 years now. 15 of those years I spent at Disney, and loved every minute of it. But then the pandemic happened, and I got separated from the company, and that's when I began working with Donald for Modern, and we've done some amazing shows together. During the pandemic, we were able to bring a product to a world that had completely shut down, and those were some of my favorite days, just getting out there and being among people again, and being able to perform in such a great environment. We did Down the Rabbit Hole, and then we did Dragons and Fairies, both great successes, and then we moved inside and
at the Dr. Phillips.
at the Dr. Phillips Center.
Yeah, just Down the Rabbit Hole was a blessing. I just go back to that one because it was something that it was a very dark time for all of us, and then to just go into this and see old faces that we hadn't seen since it all happened, and then also getting to produce and be involved in a new product was just super fun. So
Yeah. And it's like Helen mentioned, it's like a new challenge.
Yes.
yeah.
Doing something completely
We
different.
were having to create a whole new way of doing things with the guidelines that were given, during that time.
Yes. Yeah.
So do you guys work together a lot, it seems like now?
We do.
We do, yeah.
Absolutely.
Very closely.
Yeah. I'm blessed to know Donald. He is such a creative force. Sometimes I'm like, how does he do it all? Because he really does it all. He is. It never turns off. It's just constant going, and I'm blessed to have him as a friend and as someone to be able to create with, and thank you,
Thank you.
Donald.
Well, speaking of being creative, let's talk a little bit more about the show. Tell us more of some of the behind the scenes stuff. I know you talked a little bit about the work that goes in, but there's a lot happening there.
Yeah, the show has over 100 costume pieces. I know that. Giant puppets. We have about 8 of those. Some require 3 to 4 people to even manipulate them. We have I think we have a new giant Ka tail, which is it takes over the entire stage. It takes about 7 or 8 people to move it. It's just, there's all kinds of things I could tell you. Let me think. The masks were all handmade.
How long did that have to be put together before just the first show, I would have to assume?
Well, just months, because we had to hand sculpt all of the heads for the puppets had to be hand sculpted and then molded and cast, and then we had the carving of the puppets. So on Shere Khan's puppet, it's all hand carved by me with a hot knife and a razor blade, and you're scraping the foam away, and then you have to hand sponge it and paint it. It's just a lot of time and a lot of just care into all of this stuff that we had to do. All the costumes are hand gemmed, and they're a lot of tons of gems on the costumes.
What about your costume? Tell us about that.
Oh, my costume. Well, I have 2 actually. And I won't give that away. That's you'll find out. But my costume is stunning. I mean, the material was bought in Los Angeles, correct?
Los Angeles,
and
in the fashion district there.
And my headpiece was crafted in London, right?
Yeah.
In London. And then Donald will take that, and he just, when I think it's done, it's not. There's always something else that can be added.
Always adding.
Yeah, always adding.
I think we'll be adding to the last minute, because that's what we always do.
Yes.
It was so funny. We were in Down the Rabbit Hole, and we have Steve Wyman, which helped fabricate a lot of the costumes. He works for Disney Cruise Line as well. And he would always continuously touch and add and just, I think we can do this better.
Yes.
And we just always like to do that. We always feel like there's something that we can top.
Yes. Sometimes I would be walking to set,
And
and
he's
Steve
at
would
it.
stop me. Well, wait a minute, and he would change something, and it's a constant progression. I feel of, which is amazing for an actor, because it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And when I say big, I mean my headpieces, because I have
Enormous.
always had these towering headpieces in almost every production that we've done. It's kind of known for
We use
that.
a lot of foam wigs for her, so she has
Yes.
her whole head is just tons of foam carved,
Yeah.
made to
gonna
look like
ask you.
hair or made to
Yeah.
look like anything that we want to create for her.
Yes.
I was gonna ask, do you have to move in a certain way, or is it heavy? Tell us about that.
It is heavy.
A lot of Advil.
A lot of Advil. It is heavy. There is a certain stature that you would keep it, he does a great job of securing it, and sometimes we have to go through a process of what works and what doesn't, as far as having it, because I do some technical numbers. I do this one scene, it's the monkey scene, and they're dancing and I'm dancing in it, so it's a lot of rehearsal for that, but it's my favorite scene. I love it. And this year my wig has gotten even grander, and so we need to we do a lot of rehearsal in that, but they're beautiful, the wigs. along with the puppets.
Yeah, just from seeing the pictures, it looks impressive, not going to lie.
Thank you.
So what is going on backstage during a show? I don't think people realize the performance that's also happening backstage.
It's a dance, a choreographed dance. They have to know all of the ins and outs. This show is very impressive because it's a beast of a show, and a lot of the cast members are in charge of changing and helping quick change themselves, because in the Alexis and Jim Pugh, we are a limited number of people backstage. So instead of like normal shows with costume hands and stuff, because the cast is so large, we can't really have a big team back there for them. So this is a very choreographed dance to make sure that it goes off without a hitch. They know all of the ins and outs with the different mask changes, wig changes, everything. And you're going from dancer into puppeteer. They're not just like hired puppeteers. It's actually like going into a dancer outfit and then ripping it off, putting on whatever the puppeteer outfit is to go into the puppet.
Wow, it's almost like everyone is multi-talented, I guess.
100%. 100%. The cast is very hard to cast. That's another thing. It's all these elements that we have to have and the responsibilities that they take on during the show.
Is the cast responsible for the sets too? You know, like moving things around?
Set pieces with this show were designed very carefully to know that we needed to move in, load out very quickly. So it's a very simplistic set. It's very well done, but it's very simplistic. And then the costumes kind of take over the rest of the set, or the puppets take over the set because they're so big, or it takes up so much space.
Yes. Yeah. And a lot of the cast, like a lot of us know each other from either Disney or Epic. And so we've worked together before. And I just think that it gels very, very quickly. And everyone is so kind and ready to help out anywhere we need. Whoever needs something, the cast is there for them, as well as Donald and our stage managers.
That is really great. So I apologize if I should have known this, but is this a musical? Is there singing?
Well, there is singing. It's more like Cirque du Soleil atmospheric singing. Very ethereal voice. And then obviously the live drummer now. But there's a lot of dance. It's a very dance-heavy show. It's Bollywood dance. It's modern dance. We have some hip hop in there, and so it allows everyone that comes to see the show to enjoy it if they don't like a certain type of genre. You know, there's enough for everyone. There's a little bit for everyone.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh. Well, what's next for Modern Theatricals?
Oh, so much, and I can't share too much, but there is one in the works that I'm very excited about, and will be a holiday event. But I can't say at this time.
Helen, are you part of it?
Yes, I am.
But I would love to come back and share it for sure when it's time. But it is very exciting. Yeah,
wow.
It's exciting.
Well, I'm excited to hear about it. Is there anything else you want to bring up about the Jungle Book?
I would just love for Orlando to see it. I want this not to be missed because we have worked so hard on it, and it is something that is very, once again, I'm just so proud of all the people involved in it, and I just think it needs to be seen by the locals. Yeah. I just really hope that they get out and see it.
I would like to add too, if you were at the first show, don't hesitate to come back again, because I don't want to say it's a different show. It still has the same concept, but you will be so entertained and delighted if you're a returning guest, because
to see the enhancements.
The enhancements, absolutely.
Yeah.
They would really enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, I'm very excited for you guys. I'm sure
so
people
much.
come
Thank
out.
you,
It's at a
Brooke.
beautiful theater too, you know.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Gorgeous theater.
Yes, exactly.
It's one of our favorite spaces, so
Yes.
that's why we're there.
Exactly. Well, I posted everything you need to know about the Jungle Book on clickorlando.com/setting the stage. Donald and Helen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for
Brooke.
having us.
Of course.
So good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you.